Today I'm going to be ranking every song on this new American Football self-titled album. This is their fourth, and despite not having released all that much music, they have still made a really big impact on the worlds of indie rock and Midwest emo with their very signature and distinctive sound. And on this new album, they continue to explore that sound in new ways, and so yeah, let's jump into examining the songs on this album. At number 8 is going to be No Soul to Save. This song ends the album on a predictably dismal note. Predictable because, all the lyrics on this album are insanely dismal and depressing. But there are a few big issues that I have with this one. For one thing, I am not a big fan of the super overblown, melodramatic, woe is me kind of lyrics. They feel weirdly immature for a band at this level. And then also, I'm just not a fan of what's going on musically here. There's just nothing all that interesting to talk about in that department. So yeah, this one ends up being my least favorite on the album. At number 7 is going to be Blood on My Blood. This one might be, from a musical perspective, my least favorite song on the album. There's just really nothing interesting going on. But I do feel like it is a bit of a lyrical upgrade from the previous song that I talked about, with some kind of clever lines like, just promise you won't leave me, don't make me use my pen, my words have killed before and they'll kill again. Like, that's obviously pretty melodramatic as well, but I don't know, they just work better for me than the ones on No Soul to Save. At number 6 is going to be Wake Her Up. This is some extremely bland Midwest emo, nothing more to say here. At number 5 is going to be No Feeling. This song is fine. It has some very dark, suicidal lyrics that are fine. It's got a Brendan Yates feature, which is fine. Yeah. At number 4 is going to be Bad Moons. This one is shaping up to be the fan favorite, and it's not hard to see why. First of all, it's by far the longest song on the album at, I think, 8 minutes in length. And, the first half of the song has some really solid, sparkly guitars and pianos before we get into the second half, where there is an instrumental finale that lasts for over 3 minutes and is pretty solid. But the song is not perfect. It features some of the worst lyrics on the album, like that Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde line, which is just such a groaner. At number 3 is going to be Desdemona. This one stands out probably the most for having this little refrain that is really pretty and nice. But other than that, it's just a very classic sounding American football song. At number 2 is going to be Man Overboard. This is the opener, and it's actually a pretty solid post-rock song with this unsteady beat that is constantly speeding up and then slowing down, and this overall really eerie feeling that I love. It also has this really great crescendo section at the end that's my personal favorite part of the song. But at number 1 by a large margin is going to be Patron Saint of Pale. This is easily the most lively, tuneful, and colorful song on the album. It has a really solid chorus with these female backing vocals that are just so beautiful and remind me quite a bit of Black Country New Road. Overall, I was pretty underwhelmed by most of the songs on this album, but this is the one exception. This is a song that I genuinely really enjoyed, and I'm sure I will be listening to it many more times in the future. And that's what I have to say about this American Football album. If you disagree with my list, make sure to tell me in the comments. And with that said, thank you for watching.